Hi, welcome to Jade.And Gaming. My name is Adam, and today I have a few more of the Plaguestone Dwarven Forge sets to open. With the Plaguestone, I've gotten the big Cavernous Alchemy Lab, which I already put up a video of the unboxing for. But I also got a few of the smaller sets with just some of the cool pieces and stuff from some of the other bits. And I figure I'll show those to you as well. So the point when this is probably going up, either Plaguestone is just going live or just about to. So if you're interested in any of these, make sure to keep an eye on Dwarven Forge's website. But I will be opening up the Sinister Workshop pack, the Thorn Walls, and the curved cages. And so we'll just, hop right in. Yeah, whatever. Curved cages to begin. And I don't have, there was normal cages in the Dungeon of Doom, but those are on my to-get list. So I figure might as well pick these up for the time being. Okay, so we got a little plastic tray in here that has our cages. I think it's just 6. Yeah. So there are 6 that are just sort of curved cage pieces. Just kind of freestanding pieces there. That's more detail. 2 that have doors. So, go lock. Of course, mine are pre-painted because I don't have time to paint the minis I have. Can't be getting more terrain that requires painting. This has 2 of just the straight wall normal pieces that are from the original set. So it's got 2 that are repeats from that. I'm sure because it also has these 2 that, rather than being curved, are broken open. So that way, if you have one, you could then swap it out for one of these. Yeah, these are... I just have some normal tiles over here, so you can... I mean, really, the simplest way is just to throw into a corner. Okay, and so it would just more than so it would go basically against the outside of this and the outside of this one here, as far as how just a single curved bit in the corner would work. Obviously 4 of them will make a circle, and on top of a floor they are basically level with the top of the room. So if you have just a circular cage that'll maybe, in the round where there's some sort of freak show kind of thing and people are standing and watch, you can do that. Or again, adding it with the straight cage pieces to make more of an oval, whatever. Cages. Then we get to our Thorn Walls. I do not have the existing Thorn Walls. These are going to be a little curved. But again, those are on the list of, I want to get them. So I picked up this here. We'll get to this other stuff here, but first, should just be 8 slightly curved Thorn Walls. And these are all identical. So there are 8 of these, and they do kind of feel spiky. Yeah, so ultimately, 2 of these makes 45. So all 8 would make a circle. What I understand here. So yeah, you could do that and just use all 8 of these to make like an encirclement of that. One of the reasons also that these were a decent one to start with is if you just go back and forth, I can still make a straight wall with them until I get the straight walls, and they're just kind of just a little wobbly. But yeah, so Thorn Walls, figure useful enough. And then it also came with this, and this is really the reason I got it. Now, we'll get to this in a second. It also has this, which is like a set piece for the adventure where there's like an iris wall that opens up. So this will kind of slot in there, and there's like a slight hole in the thorns that you can go through. This is just a standing piece. Thorns with an opening. So there's that, and it'll fit in here as a wall insert, or really anywhere for a wall insert. This is an opening, a doorway. Of course, it goes taller than the normal thorns there. Just kind of taking a look at it. It's got a stone base at the bottom. You can kind of see little wrapped bits of thorns around there. But you also notice it has these. So this is one of the big reasons. See, I have this door here. So if I it doesn't come apart like the other door. You just kind of bend it in. Apparently. But it's Dwarvenite, so it has a little bit of give. And that is the big reason why I wanted this set, was to be able to make this garden gate, basically, to allow these walls of thorns to actually be a hedge wall around a property at some point, and have this doorway where I can put a wooden door in, and it just looks like a nice, fancy garden gate for some maybe noble's property or whatever it may be. But yeah, that is what I thought was so cool about these, was the ability to basically insert a door into the middle of your thorn wall. And finally, we have the Sinister Workshop pack. Now, this one I got for a couple really small pieces, and it has a fair bit more that, I mean, I'm not upset to have, but there's definitely certain pieces in here that I was in it for. Okay, I got that open. And this little plastic tray, we'll go with the things that are less exciting to me first. These are, I think they call them phylactery staffs. There are 4. And I mean, I think they're part of, again, they're part of the adventure, the Plaguestone adventure that is relevant here. It's actually kind of, you know, it's actually a little cooler now that I'm seeing it in person. For one, it is taller than like a normal mini. So, someone got some nice height to it, and it looks like a claw is holding whatever this orb is, and that claw is bursting out of the, maybe it's an explosion, maybe it's crystals on the ground. Get any closer. Hardly. Yeah. Definitely some detail in there that I wasn't able to tell from their photos. Like it looks less like a staff and more like an arm coming out of the ground and holding this. So that's kind of cool. I'll probably at some point find a use for them, but these were not what I was in this for, and obviously there's 4 of them in it. Now also, this includes this, which is also not what I was in it for, but this is, I mean, definitely something I'll find use for. The top, and let's grab just some dungeon piece here. You can kind of tell the top is very much the same kind of color scheme, you know, a little darker, but basically same color scheme as dungeon, but the sides are blue, which I also wasn't aware of, and that's beautiful. I love it. I like blue though. And just trying to, I'm looking at all the different runes, and I'm thinking each one is unique. So that's interesting and something that could be used as a plot point. You know, a minute detail that maybe the players will notice, maybe they won't. Also, you see there are 3 holes for pull accessories because this includes for pull accessories. And to note, these are pull accessories. So, for example, the dungeon wall, you could put it over the top there if you wanted, or whatever. You have other options for where to put it. That's metal. That's actually metal. This whole thing. Okay, that is so much cooler than I'd imagined. Also, so much cooler. We have gotten chains before. We have these chains. Come out of the face, that's cool. Chains are obviously a bit thicker, so the scale isn't quite as nice as these new chains. And these were Dwarvenite. So this also still has some give in it with the metal. So this will still work to put around Amini's arms just as well. I'm an idiot. We're still right though. Okay. However, the issue with these is that chain would stick to the magnet, which was annoying. This is a different type of metal. It does not stick to the magnet. So that is no longer an annoying issue with these. So, these were not at all what I expected. I did not expect them to be completely out of metal. And then they got the nice detail in there even with the metal. Well done. Anyways, so you have 4 pole accessories, and they can go on the top of here, so you can basically bolt down whatever you're subject to this table, strap them in. But that is cool, the way that those were made. Now your subject for the table is included in here, and this is a mini that has a flat bottom. It is not. It is just designed to lay on the table, but it is a body being worked on. They're giving it a chicken claw, and it's an undead. It's a zombie thingy. But it would be something you could put on here and put its one leg in the thing. But yeah, so there is a body to put on there as well. And then and that one's kind of what one of the things I was in there for, but really these 2 are what I spent the money on the pack for, because these 2 are just such unique little props that you're not going to get anywhere else. This one is a bucket of body parts. It's like a little metal waste bucket. You got like intestines spilling out, there's a foot, there's a head, there's a hand, and it's just otherwise red goop inside. Like, that is gross. And then you got this stand here, which Again, the detail on the stand is much prettier than I'd understood from the online imagery. The detail on the base, there's a little orb that this is like a claw grabbing onto, and then you have your actual stand. But then it's just, you know, you got your axe and basically all your tools, your bone saw, your hammer, your pliers, your axe, all the parts, all the things needed to cut up open body, you know, cut apart bodies and make Frankenstein's monster. So that's kind of what I got this for, was largely the Frankenstein's monster bits. But I am very pleasantly surprised and happy now to have these all metal pole accessory chains. Very cool. Very cool indeed. And even seeing the detail on the phylactery stuff, they're cooler than they were in the images. So yeah, so it's some neat little sinister bits. The cages will be just generally useful. You know, at some point I want to be able to build out like a full like jail cell kind of encounter, which I'll need obviously the normal ones and these, and a variety would be. I want variety. And then this for the garden gate, and then the Thorn Walls will obviously, I mean, they'll work if I just zigzag them for now. And then even when I have the full ones, I can then use it to say, instead of having just a right angle corner, I can curve the corner with a couple of them with the Thorn Walls. So just some cool Plaguestone smaller packs, because for me, like, I got the Cavernous Alchemy Lab, like the whole set, because I didn't have any caverns, but I already had some dungeons. You know, I have some here, and then so I didn't want to get the whole other dungeon. You know, just it's like based on what I'm getting for what I'm spending at the time, and then wasn't what, you know, at the point where I wanted a lot of the way they did the outdoor sets. So I just got the bits that were new and cool from it. Again, I'll link down below to Dwarven Forge's website. They either just have or just about to release the Plaguestone sets to their website. So if you're interested in any of them, make sure you keep an eye out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you picked up any of the new Plaguestone stuff, let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed out on that is super cool. Thank you for watching. Bye.